wake up the whole block. Yeah, top shelf. SIT. Pull up, wake up the whole block. Yeah, pull up, wake up the whole block. Wake up the whole block. Drop on the switch. Pull up, wake up the whole block. Stingy critters. Man, wake up the whole block. Walk down that bitch. Pull up. Yeah. Got top shot by the caddy. Walk on the addy. Stick doing magic. Walk down. Back of the road. Driving on sin. Uneffing in plastic. Walk down. Play me like a bitch. I'ma play with this stick. Come shoot up the casket. Walk down. Yeah. Got 21 stitches for talking that shit. We gon' move like a savage. Yeah. 30 my boots, I'm stepping. Fuck your gang, you rippin'. Heard these nigga out here stressing. Snakes on my just set. Slamming this shit. Took off for that flexing. Sliding in lap, we leave a message. Sloppy Joe, she leave it messy. Money stretching, we ain't stretching. No bout. Walk down. The trap being just like the spur. One in my slipper, my jacket got fur. Blow out the engine on the SIT truck. Then my little cousin, they jump in the curb. With this shit, they gon' smoke with an urge. Smoke out they lungs, they rollin' up herb. Pop like a pimple from working my nerve. My diamond looking like some nerds. Putting shit on us at Harrison birth. I been getting paid way before the first. Now my station and grabbing they lurk. Digging your hoe beat her back on the perk. Something right out, everything got searched. Hit up your block, leave them all on the shirt. Wake up the whole block. Drop on the switch. Pull up, wake up the whole block. Stingy critters. Man, wake up the whole block. Walk down that bitch. Pull up. Yeah. Got top shot by the caddy. Walk on the addy. Stick doing magic. Walk down. Back of the road, driving on sin, uneffing in plastic. Walk down. Play me like a bitch, I'ma play with this stick. Come shoot up the casket. Walk down. Yeah, got 21 stitches for talking that shit. We gon' move like a savage. Walk down.
No bitch. It was me and my glizzy and the muddy shit. Got chicken for sale, yeah, the spot got bricks. I do what I want cause I'm poppin', can't tell me shit. Drunk right in the game, I was sitting on the bench. Women go walking shit down, I cannot miss. Switch talk, can't run from that shit. Walk down game, I fuck with double. No keys, put a bag inside the bag. Duffel, yeah, no belt. You get part like a test. I was saying better live it, then things got better. Yeah, I must be trippin' if I move without my ladies. They happen overnight, I had to pedal. Young turn, call me your addy, I feel better. Stepping on shit, big ol' baby 3 letters.
Yo.
Yeah, she might be fine, but the pussy got mouths. Get bored in the city, I fly out of town. Too high, tripping round and round with 100 rounds. I was just down, but I'm lit right now. That's crazy. I'm a young, wild turn nigga. Get it poppin' in the city. I'm not a burn nigga. Diamond, no light. AP gonna shine nigga. On the silent person came out of yeah. She might be fine, but the pussy got mouths. Get bored in the city, I fly out of town. Too high, tripping round and round with 100 rounds. I was just down, but I'm lit right now. That's crazy. I'm a young, wild turn nigga. Get it poppin' in the city. I'm not a burn nigga. Diamond, no light. AP gonna shine nigga. On the silent person came out of turn nigga.
Brand new unreleased song. What you thinking? What you thinking? What you thinking? Let's run it back real quick. Unreleased. Give me 1 second here.
Yeah, she might be fine, but the pussy got mouths. Get bored in the city, I fly out of town. Too high, tripping round and round with 100 rounds. I was just down, but I'm lit right now. That's crazy. I'm a young, wild turn nigga. Get it poppin' in the city. I'm not a burn nigga. Diamond, no light.
Yo, what's good?
I go legit. I'm worried about the cash, I ain't worried about no bitch. It was me and my glizzy and the muddy shit. Got chicken for sale, yeah, the spot got bricks. I do what I want cause I'm poppin', can't tell me shit. Drunk right in the game.
All right, everybody. I appreciate everybody for coming through. You know what it is. We're doing the World of Producers podcast today. I believe, is this the 4th episode? 4th episode already, man. It's been a lot of fun. We got a lot of crazy topics to go over today. It's going to be a lot of fun, so appreciate everybody for coming through. Get ready. Hold on to your belt buckles, because today's going down, man. It's going to be a fun one. There's been some crazy shit happening lately. I don't know. There's just been a lot of stuff in the news, a lot of stuff in the music producer world going on, the music world in general, and it's just like always stuff to talk about, which is amazing. And I just got to give our boy a call here in just a second. Make sure he's ready. And we finna give this man a call, and it's about to be a dope one. Hope you guys are ready. Appreciate everybody for being here. We got 4 people in here already. That's what's up. That's what's good. Oh shit, he's not even live yet? What the hell? He said, oh, he said he would, oh. What the hell? He told me he was ready like 10 minutes ago. Interesting. He was live 10 minutes ago, but now he's not. But anyways, yeah, I'll just sit here and look cool, man. So what's going on with you guys? I went to Dunkin' Donuts the other day, and I was like, I don't even know what kind of coffee is good or whatever. So I was talking to the people there, and they're like, I don't know. Do you like sweet coffee? Do you want it to be tasty? I was like, yeah, I do. And they're like, we got this thing called the nutty pumpkin something or other spice drink. And I was like, not gonna lie, that sounds pretty gay, but I'll give it a shot. And it's this bad boy. I'm like, I need the biggest one you got. It came in this huge old motherfucker right here, and it had ice in it. It was obviously chilled and everything, which was all right. I don't mind too much. Absolutely banger, dude. It tastes so dang good. So if you guys have a Dunkin' Donuts around you and you like coffee, definitely try out this. It's called the Nutty Pumpkin. It's an iced, it tastes like almost like a vanilla latte, but they put like some hazelnut and pumpkin spice sort of taste. Hopefully you like pumpkin too. I don't even think it's pumpkin. I think it's just the hazelnut creamer, but it tastes fire, man. I had one before, and then I was hooked. And then I went back there the next day. I went back there today, and I'm like, I gotta get me another one, man. I gotta get me another one. So that's the business on that. But yeah, we got some crazy stuff to talk about today. I got some crazy things to share with you guys, so we're just waiting on our Kablam here to come through, and then we will get started. What else is new, man? What else is new? We made if you haven't seen the new tutorial on the other channel, we've been trying out a new editing technique, and it's going really good. The average percentage watch time is actually up compared to like our average. Well, yeah, the average. So that means people are watching it all the way through, which is really good, because the more little edits and things that you can do kind of keep you like engaged and entertained. So that was really good to see. And I got another dope tutorial coming out this week as well, which is like advanced producer arrangement. So how to arrange your beats in a very advanced way, and also how to add like excitement and change ups in your beats, like a really all the best methods for doing that. So I spent a lot of time on that, and I'm almost done recording it, or I'm done recording it. I'm almost done editing it. That one's gonna come out on Monday, and then I don't know if it's gonna be Wednesday or Thursday, but I'm gonna be coming out with another one on the best way to mix your Spins 808, because everybody can just throw a Spins 808 in there and make it work, but if you want to mix it properly and get the best sound out of it, just wait. Especially if you guys use Ableton. If you guys use Ableton, you're gonna be like mind blown at how dope this is, because if you use the saturator, there's a really special way that you can use it, a couple knobs that you can twist, and you can basically get your Spins 808 to sound however you want, like literally however you want it to sound. So I'm ready to show you guys that one as well. So that's the second one, and I'm gonna try to be posting more often on there as well. So all right, it looks like he is ready now, so let's give this man a call. And yeah, appreciate y'all for coming through one more time, man.
It's over 9,000.
And we got some shit to talk about, so let's get this. I'm gonna call him right now. It's oh, heck yes. Okay, that's right. I like that I can full size this window too. That makes it really easy. Ooh, excuse me. And let me switch the view on this.
Good, man.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Friggin', it's been such a wonderful week this past week, man. I can't even fathom it, bro. It's been awesome, bro.
Hey, I love hearing that, man. So, why, man? What's going on? What's been amazing about this week for you?
Well, I actually have been working on I have been working on an EP lately and stuff. It's called Vital Serum and stuff. It's basically just a EP where I basically am just using Serum and Vital to make all the sounds and all the music and everything and stuff. So it's gonna be a pretty
Heck
fun
yeah.
project. So I just started that up, and then on top of all that, I finally was able to grab myself a PS5 after like 2 years of hunting it and stuff.
Oh shit, nice. That's what's up. Did
So
you have to
heck
pay
yeah,
like a
man.
super inflated price for it?
Not to be honest, it was only like $450.
Whoa, okay, yep. Damn, I
Yeah,
didn't even
it
realize
actually
they were
wasn't that
that
bad.
much. I can't even remember the last time I got a gaming console, so I hear 450, I'm like, holy smokes, that's a lot. I didn't realize they got that expensive, but
Well, now
yeah.
they actually have like they basically have the console now kind of operates like a PC now, so that's probably why it's like much more expensive now than how it was back then and stuff. Because I
Yeah,
remember when
exactly.
consoles were only like $200 and everything. I remember when they were just like that.
Yeah, $100. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid and you could get one for $100, and I was like, oh my god, $100 is so much money and all
Yeah,
that stuff. So now hearing like 450, I'm like, kids these days are spoiled, man. I don't know, kids are spoiled because like
heck yeah.
I think the average income per person in the United States is like 35 to 50K or somewhere around that range. So it's like, dude, that's a lot of money for a normal family to be spending on a gaming console. But yeah, these days like the graphics are so top notch and everything's amazing, so they have to have like really nice graphics cards and all that expensive stuff to really play all these crazy games. So it makes sense though. It makes sense. It's like
Yeah.
you can pretty much get a crappy computer for that amount too. Even computers, man, you used to be able to build a computer from scratch for like $100 to $200, and it would be just a beast of a machine. But now that won't
Mm.
even get you a graphics card. It might get you a crappy CPU. But yeah, dude, everything's coming
Yeah.
crazy.
Like just the natural like the latest GPUs they got now, they're like what, like almost $2,000 and stuff. I'm like, who would want to pay $2,000 for a graphics card? Like,
Too
I don't
much money,
understand it.
man. I'm trying to
Like
tell you,
that,
they get you with
I'd much rather
everything.
get a whole new PC for $2,000, man. I'd much rather just do that.
Seriously, like if I got $2,000, man, I'm either saving that or I'm putting it towards a new PC. Yeah, for a couple more thousand, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like I got better things to spend my money on than just one freaking giant item and stuff.
Yeah. Plus, like the thing about those CPUs and stuff is the best one, you might not even be able to take complete advantage over it for the next couple of years until everything's like caught up to be optimized to work with it. You know what I mean? So when you get the
Yeah.
best thing, the newest best thing, you have to wait for that stuff to catch up anyways. So, but
Yep.
yeah, man.
But yeah, other than that, it's been a freaking it. That's literally what's made my whole freaking week was just being able to snag that up and also finally getting that creative spark again and just starting a whole other EP and stuff.
Yeah. So what are you gonna have on here? Is it gonna be like dubstep mostly, or what kind of music are you gonna try to put on here?
I'm honestly gonna try and make it like one of like each genre and stuff. So like one will be like a house beat or something like that, and then the next one will be like future bass. Next will be
Okay.
dubstep. Next will be like drum and bass or stuff. But it's only gonna be like 5 tracks and stuff. So 5 different
Gotcha.
genres and all using just Vital and Serum to make it.
That's what's up, man. That sounds like fun. You should document that'd be cool if you documented your process too, like made it all live on stream. Like you could call it like making an EP from scratch
Yeah,
live.
yeah, I might as well just do that and stuff because it's still in a concept phase and stuff. But I'll definitely live stream it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And yeah, I noticed that it seems like every day I see you go live, it's either like YouTube, then Twitch, then back to YouTube, then back to Twitch. But I guess you're just doing both of them, aren't you?
Well, normally I use Twitch for my was it my feedback Fridays because I actually tried to do a feedback Fridays one day here on YouTube, and apparently, I guess I got trolled or something because some people ended up submitting like copyrighted music, but they didn't tell me it was. So I ended up basically getting a notice on those and stuff. So I was like, all right, frickin', if they're gonna do that, I can just do that on Twitch and not have to worry about almost getting a strike here and stuff. Because I know I just started out on this channel. I don't really want to worry about that.
I think you're fine. You're not gonna get a strike for that. And some people, like if you use like BeatStars, also what's the other one? Starbit or whatever the two big ones are. They have Content ID built in. So if someone uploaded their beat to BeatStars and they're having you review it as well, it's going to claim it automatically. Just they don't even have to do anything. It automatically does it. And that's part of the system that they have for IDing beats and stuff like that. So basically, if someone's stealing your beat, they can do it. But you're definitely not going to get in trouble on YouTube for having that. So you don't have to worry about that. And the only thing that would even do is like it would demonetize your video. And I don't think you're monetized yet, are you?
Oh no, I haven't even freaking reached a partner yet and all stuff. I'm barely at like 160 subscribers.
Yeah, you have to have like 1,000 to get monetized, and then like 4,000 watch hours for a month or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
So it's not easy.
Nah, it's definitely a grind, but I definitely have been enjoying it and stuff. Just making the videos from scratch and all that stuff. It's been fun, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I enjoy it too. It's my other creative outlet. So, you know, like editing and Photoshop and stuff like that are both like creative things you can do. So is making music. So that's like, yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it all. Sometimes the editing, like video editing, gets very annoying. Like when it takes 8 hours to do a video. But that's usually only for the videos where I'm like doing voiceovers, you know? Like when I'm, if I do like a video where it's like I'm just voicing over a bunch of content in the background, that's where it becomes crazy. So, yeah. But those videos also do really well.
Oh yeah, they're definitely, but good job on the last video you put up and stuff. That one was actually really good.
Oh, but, the last one that just came out, I did do some different editing stuff on that too. So I'm trying out this new style, which is more professional. Because what I've done in the past is I've done like lots of edits. You know, like things will pop up on the screen. Like this is what we're talking about right now. Like the little markers and stuff like that. And they all like work. Like they get the job done. But they didn't really look like super professional. You know what I mean? They look kind of janky. So now I'm like, all right, let me spend the max amount of time and figure out exactly which one I'm going to use, because you get like a bunch of different ones you can pick from. So I pick out exactly which one I use that's going to look best for the type of content that I make. And doing that, it takes a little bit longer, but also it looks better overall. And if someone comes to your channel and they see that you got like a really nice camera and your edits are really clean and everything's really nice, it just makes you stand out way more than, you know, someone that just chopped it together really quick and threw things in there. So I'm really trying to take this serious and kill it. And yeah, I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, man. I'm still trying to learn new editing techniques myself and stuff. That's honestly why I love doing it, because every video I do, like even though like one video of mine may not look as great as the newest ones and stuff, you can see the progression as I'm going up and stuff. Like you see the quality getting better and better as it goes up and stuff. So that's what kind of makes it like a journey and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if you go and look back at my first video, you'd be like, is this even the same person? Doesn't even look the same. Yeah, my looks have updated since then, and so has everything. The sound of my voice, like it's crazy, man. But yeah, it's cool to see that.
Hell yeah. It was good, Dominic Rocks. Glad you could join the podcast, man.
And yeah, I was looking at the topics, and I think a lot of yours are like story-based, like things from us. So I think what would be a cool idea is if we do one of yours, and then we go to one of mine, and we go back and forth. That way it kind of keeps it more engaging and different the whole time. You know, I think that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Because I did more, all of mine are like things that happen in the news, like more news-based, and yours are like our favorite thing, like different stuff like that, which is cool, so...
All right.
I think that'll keep it interesting.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
good,
down for
everybody
that.
in the chat? We got Frank the Tank out here, Soundproof Media Group. Oh, we got Asterix Music. What's going on? Appreciate y'all for coming through. Shout out to everybody in Kablam's chat as well. And
Hey,
if you
welcome to
don't
the
know already,
podcast.
all of his links are going to be in the description of this video, so you can go check out his channel and his Twitch channel and give him a follow over there. He also does dope content like this, so.
Heck yeah, man. And as well as my chat, you can definitely see Fearless Beats links and also to not only his main YouTube channel, but his second YouTube channel where all of his live streams will be going at. So definitely go and subscribe to both of them so you don't miss out on any of the podcast content.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah, man. I'm excited. Oh, and guys, since you're on YouTube, if you can, please like the video. I have a little card for this. Yes, like the video if you can, because that will push these videos even further so that more people can find them. And
Heck
yeah,
yeah.
man, especially with like a new channel like this, man, that stuff's super important, you know?
Oh yeah, especially if you want to like get the word out about it, you gotta really push it out there.
Yeah, because YouTube does take a look at all those metrics, man. Even likes. Likes will push your videos farther, so.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah, man. Should we jump in then? Are you ready?
Yeah, definitely, bro. Would you like to do yours first or do mine first?
Oh, that doesn't matter. Oh, let's jump in. Let's jump in with the crazy one. How about that?
All right, definitely. Yeah, let's definitely start off with the spicy stuff.
All right. You guys ready for this? I can't wait to see what you guys think about this one. Let me go ahead and share
Ooh.
my screen. All right, let's see here. This is about to be crazy.
Oh crap.
Lil Uzi
Wait,
Vert
what?
just got a new belly button piercing. What do you think about this shit?
Yo, what is this?
Yeah, man. Lil Uzi Vert apparently just got his belly button pierced. I mean, this guy loves the piercings. First, it was the diamond in his forehead. Now he's getting his
Yeah.
belly button pierced. I didn't know that guys got their belly button pierced. But,
Me neither, bro.
like,
Like me neither, man. Holy crap, bro.
yeah, like, I have nothing against it, but does he play for the other team? Last time that I checked, I thought he had a girlfriend, but you never know these days, huh?
Yeah, man. Freaking, it was already bad enough that, yeah, like how he said he had the diamond in his forehead, and then of course, like he was all preaching, like, "Oh heck, freaking, you know, if y'all saying I worship the devil, you worshiping it with me and stuff." And now
Right.
freaking, like, he's doing stuff like this and stuff. It's like, what's next after this?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think, like, he just tries to keep doing the craziest things to keep his name relevant, which is definitely something you have to do as an artist. You have to find a way to keep your name relevant. So, like, getting a crazy belly button piercing, like, doing this forehead piercing and stuff like that is definitely going to have the world talking about you. So, if that's what he's doing, which I'm sure it's at least part of it, that's definitely, it's definitely working, man. Because I'm like, okay, bro, this is different.
Heck yeah, man.
Holy smokes, man. So I thought that was freaking hilarious when I saw that. And
freaking Dom Rock says, "Is he a teen woman?"
dude, you never know these days, man. Everybody's, yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard to tell these days. And shit, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, and he's been kind of trying to re-image himself lately for this new album that he's coming out with, which I believe is gonna be called The Pink Tape, which he keeps saying that he's working on. And you can see, like, at some of his concerts, he'll have like the crazy hair, and someone was calling him he looked like Batman or something like that with his crazy hairstyle, and now he's getting this, and it's just like he really takes it to the next level, man. He's not half-assing it, that's for sure.
I mean, hey, if he really wants to put it out like that, then heck, he's really going all out for it and stuff.
Yeah, man.
He's transitioning into becoming a full mineral. What the? What, Dom? What's that? Like, wow, a full mineral, man.
Yeah, definitely got the shock factor in there, and it also seems like he does like a lot of things that you'd see like younger people do per se, like what he does when he's singing stuff like that. He does that like little head thing where he moves to the side and gives you like the cutie face. Like he does like little things like that. And it seems like he's always trying to like make himself appear younger than he actually is, because he's above 30, as I believe. So he's well grown. He's a well grown ass man. And just to see him do little things like this is just like, that's really funny, man. Like,
yeah,
I wouldn't. Can you imagine if like let's say, I don't even know, even someone my age, if like one of my friends went and got their belly button pierced out of somewhere, I'd be like, are we still friends? I don't know. You know? I mean, even at my age, I'm not even 30, and that would be crazy. So like for him,
yeah,
I guess he's a rock star though.
Yeah, he says he's a rock star, so yeah, I guess that's what rock stars do nowadays and stuff, is they freaking pretty much, they grow old, but they still think they're 25 or something like that, going like, oh, I can still do this, and their thing is like, nah, bro, it don't look good, man. It don't look good, bro.
And Asterisk says, wouldn't doing unique collabs be a better deal? It definitely would be, that's for sure.
Pretty much, like do a feature with someone I would never even expect a Lil Uzi Vert to work with and stuff. I would probably want to listen to that.
And he did just have 2 major releases, which actually were top charting. Like one on the new Yeet album, and I think there was two of them on the new Nav album as well. So he is up there in like high quality songs, getting his collaborations out there. But yeah, it's like you don't really see these artists collab with anyone that's at a certain, it's almost like you have to be at a certain level before they even acknowledge you or collaborate with you, you know? You never really see like a newbie collaborate with you know, one of the top guys. So I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. How was that new Yeet album actually?
It was good. There was like 4 songs that I really like off of it that I listened to a good amount. So if you like the Yeet style, you'll like at least 4 of those songs. The one with Lil Uzi is fire too, man. It's like super, super upbeat and makes you want to just party and stuff like that. And then there was a beat that was like a rock and roll mixed with like a trap beat, and it was just, that beat was so awesome. So we had some new styles of beats on there for sure, and did a good job. It's not as good as his first one, which had like a ton of really popular songs. I forget what it was called, but it was definitely up there, man. It was one of the better releases of this year. There hasn't been too many like solid EPs and albums, but that was up there, man. I was definitely fucking with it. So,
oh yeah, I'll definitely have to give it a listen and stuff, because the only time I've ever heard Yeet and all stuff was like, I forget what freaking popular song it was, but I only heard like only his songs on the radio that they played and stuff. But other than that, I haven't really like delved into his album, so I really don't know what he truly is like as an artist and stuff. So I'll definitely give that one a listen.
Well, you can go on Spotify and like listen to his top songs, because the top ones are obviously the best, but you'll get a feel for his style like right away, man. It's different. It's cool. It's really cool. That's why he's blowing up too, because it's like, it's different. It works. It gets you hype. It's like a rage party, go crazy, snort some cocaine off a desk type music, and don't do that. But yeah, do enjoy it. So
yeah, don't do that. But yeah, that's a way.
But if you do, don't do that. But if you do, throw on some Yeet music, and it'll go right along just fine.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
But
all right. Which one do you want to jump into first? I like all of these are good. So,
well, I'll definitely say this. I definitely do like your style of beat making and all that stuff. So I would say like, what are some of your inspirations when it comes like your beat style and stuff? Like, where do you draw your inspiration from?
So I don't think like my inspiration. Well, here's what I think inspires my sound, because that's kind of different. Like who inspires me versus like how I kind of got my sound. But I'll talk about my sound first. There's not like one artist that I listen to and I'm like, oh my god, I love their sound, I want to copy all they're doing. But I listen to like so many different kinds of music that I think just like I just put random shit together, and sometimes it works really well. Because I listen to like, you know, alternative 90s music, 2000s, like Smash Mouth, like hard rock, light rock, rap. I listen to just about everything but country music, and I there's even a couple country songs that I like that I don't mind. Even pop music, so it's just like I listen to pretty much everything. Growing up my whole life, music has just been like one of my favorite things. And I did play the drums when I was younger as well, so that's what got me so into wanting to make beats, because the drums on like trap beats and stuff like that are so hard and they're dope. So that's what really got me inspired into making that. But as for like people that inspire me to keep going, a big one is Superstaro. I'm not sure if you've heard of him. Definitely popular in the community, and he's basically doing exactly what I want to do. He makes content for music producers as well as does placement type beats and stuff like that. But he's not only focused on the placements like a lot of big producers are. He's also into like giving back to the community. He does live streams on Twitch. He hosts like beat battles and he does stuff like that. And then he makes like drum kits and he works with other producers to like make stuff like that. So like he's doing exactly what I want to do in the future. So I look up to him a lot, and he kills it. And then the other person, if I had to say one other person, would be Kenny Beatz, just because of like all of his accolades and everything he's done, especially as much as he's given back to the producer community and all of his tutorials and never hiding anything besides sometimes he hides samples, I guess. But he shows all of his stuff. He's totally cool about it. He gives out so much to the community, and then like, you know, he does like tours and he does like meetups and things like that. And I think that would be really cool to do in the future as well. So those two guys are definitely my inspiration to like keep going and just know that it's like definitely possible. So yeah.
That's awesome, man. Freaking, that's actually cool that that's actually cool that Kenny Beatz also inspired you, because that's also one of my inspirations for like, you know, keeping on going and stuff. Because the fact that he's been like in the game this long and stuff, and he kind of like paved his own way and all that stuff, instead of having to like go the same route that everyone else is going and stuff like that, just lets you know that, man, it is possible to make your own way in the music world and all that stuff. You just gotta be able to be persistent enough and everything to make it and stuff.
Right, and he transitioned from like dubstep sort of music with his Loud Pack group into doing hip-hop beats, into now he's called Kenny Beatz. So he always wanted to do hip-hop beats, but he saw that as a reason to start in music and start being able to make money, so that was really cool. And also, the thing that I really found him and really started like, really when I started finding out about him and started watching all of his stuff was his cave episodes with Dots, which is his company. But because those cave, I don't know, have you seen any of the cave?
Yeah. All
I was gonna say, yeah, all of them. Yeah, they're so good. They're so good, man. Yeah, all of the artists on there too are just some of my favorites, and then just that whole idea is just like groundbreaking and next level. You know what I mean? No one's done that, especially to that extent. So that was just that was a thing that I was like, holy smokes, I would love to do something like this in the future.
Oh yeah,
big time,
definitely. Hey, what's good, ACAX? Glad you could join the podcast. New collaboration. This is Fearless Beats. You can actually subscribe to him on his YouTube as well as his other YouTube and everything, in the links in the description, man. He makes some dope beats, and he also makes some great tutorials and gives some good advice, man. So definitely go and give him a follow, man.
Oh yeah. So who are your inspirations and things like that? Because I know you are into more of the EDM sort of a sphere, even though I have seen you make hip-hop beats from time to time. But where do you draw yours from?
Well, definitely when it comes to like my boom bap-ish kind of beats and all stuff that I would make, that would most likely, I usually, like, my biggest inspiration that comes from that is Knowledge. And also, if you know who hip-hop producer Knowledge is, and also a lot of my chill like beats and like chill like boom bap beats and all stuff is kind of like similar in his style and everything, but I kind of like chop the samples up a little bit differently than he does and all that stuff. Like, I kind of let some of my samples ride out a little bit before I chop it at the very end and all stuff, whereas he kind of like can massively chop a whole freaking sample up and it still sounds like lo-fi like hell and everything. I'm like, damn, how the hell is he doing this?
So good. And did you see he was streaming on Twitch too? At least he was. I don't know
Oh
if he
yeah, I
still
follow
does.
him on Twitch, man.
Yep.
It's dope.
That's dope.
But yeah, knowledge is definitely one, and also Ninth Wonder is also a good
That's a good one
inspiration as well. Definitely The Alchemist is a great inspiration as well, and definitely the GOAT himself, Jay Dilla.
Gotta be. Yep.
Yeah, the Jay Dilla is just like definitely like he was like my first inspiration going into making beats, because I first heard his beats on I don't know if you used to watch Adult Swim on Cartoon Network or something.
I didn't realize he had Beatz on there.
Yeah, it was like back when he like passed away and stuff, and
wow,
this was like literally 2 months after he released Donuts and all that stuff, which is like his most cherished beat tape ever and all that stuff.
That's really crazy, because I do remember them having really fire music for like all of their skits and like commercials and different things like that. So
yeah,
that makes sense.
Those are his beats. Those are literally his beats, man. They played it in honor of him and all stuff, because they all really respect him as an artist and everything. And when they found out he passed away and everything, they were like, you know what? For a whole freaking 3 months, we're just gonna do nothing but just freaking play this freaking Donuts album and all stuff for our little commercials and everything. And they played like every single good beat from that damn album. That shit was great.
Respect, man. That's the ultimate level of respect. That's something that I strive for too, is just like leave that much of a print on everybody to where people want to go out of their way and do things like that when you leave. I'd love to leave a legacy like that behind. That's an ultimate goal of mine.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely when it comes to boom bap-ish kind of beats, those are definitely my inspirations. As for like my trap beats, I'd say most of my inspiration, since I delved with a lot of piano stuff and everything, I would say it's mostly like Zaytoven and Metro Boomin and all that stuff. They're mostly like my main inspirations when it comes to that. But I've been delving into a lot of the newer type of trap that's been coming out too, because it's just like it's very creative and all that stuff in a way.
Now, are they your inspirations behind like the sound of your beat, or like, because they don't really? Do they have any content where they do tutorials and stuff like that? I don't think they do. If they did, it wasn't very much. So I'm guessing you're assuming like your style / sounds. Is that what you meant?
I would say yeah, like the inspiration for like the sound and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
Like most of my beats and everything would be them and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. They're both extremely fire. So
yeah. But as for my electronic music and stuff, I would say definitely. Yeah. Dead Mouse is definitely one when it comes to like my house music, and also he's a really great artist and stuff. When it comes to and also Avicii as well and everything. Avicii's really dope.
Yeah,
He's great for house music. For dubstep, definitely like I said before, Excision is like my all-time big inspiration. That's why like I always have like the big growly basses and all stuff in my sounds and everything. Is just because he kind of like gave that heavy growl feel and all stuff. Of course, like Skrillex, of course, took the whole growl to a whole new level and everything. But before him and all stuff, the fact that you had heavy freaking like growl like basses from Excision was freaking dope and stuff. What's another one? Oh, Dat6 also another good one. And recently, Virtual Riot and all stuff has been also another good one.
Yeah, he does a lot of tutorials too.
Oh yeah, like they're all just like little snippets of like live streams he does and everything. And I didn't even know where he does his live streams and stuff, like, but people be freaking finding them and stuff and just posting it on YouTube. I'm like, where'd you find this at? I want to see it.
Right. And you said Dead Mouse. Have you taken his course? Because you know he has a course, right?
Oh no, but freaking I heard some people have taken it, and they say he has some really good insight and stuff, especially coming from like someone who fucks around with like analog stuff and everything, especially coming from me. I just fuck around with all kinds of digital software, so it would be cool to see his take on like how to operate with analog synths and stuff, just in case like in the future I end up messing around with analog synths and stuff.
I just remember seeing like a picture of like, yeah, his studio or whatever, and it's just like so crazy looking, all the hardware and analog stuff all over the walls, and dude, it just looks so crazy, man. His studio is so fire. It's so fire.
Oh yeah, man. That's like honestly like a dream. That's a dream studio right there, in my opinion.
Big time, yeah. There's a
Yeah,
reason
what-
he's the only one that has something that crazy, because you know he's up there, bro, top level.
Oh yeah, man. Like every time I see that studio and everything, I'm like, man, one day, bro.
Yep,
One day.
just keep working.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are some great names. Yeah, dude, all of those guys I fuck with heavy as well. So
But I definitely have been loving Space Lace's style as well and everything lately. You know, so like some of his newer stuff that's been coming out, it's been freaking really awesome. So I'm gonna see if I could try and like, I would say somehow replicate it in my way and stuff, but put my own little flavor to it.
right, yeah, man, good shit. Yeah, Space Laces is so good. Yeah, Excision. I've been listening to Excision for a while, man. I saw him live at, what concert was that? It wasn't like, it was like a festival or something, and it was like just like a whole nother level. And you know, everybody's just like banging their heads so crazy, because that's all his music is, headbangers. It's fucking it's crazy, man. Yeah, and that's what it was. No, I did go to. It was an Excision show, actually. It was in Detroit. It was Excision was the main headliner. And have you seen what do they call? Have you seen his visualizers? Because he has like special visualizers that are like the best in the world, and like he gets them custom made.
Oh yeah, like I think
Holy
I actually
smokes,
saw one
bro.
on I think I saw one at, I think it was like his Lost Lands video and all that stuff. Like he did a whole like set at Lost Lands and they filmed it and all that stuff, and like just seeing the freaking visualizers he used just for that alone and everything, I was like, damn, the music fucking flows really well with this right now. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, let me see if I can't pull one up really quick, because like you guys don't understand how next level this is until you see it, man. Like it is so crazy. Like it's the craziest shit ever, honestly. Let's see if I can get this to load.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
feels like you're actually there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Sorry, the quality is gonna be crashed. Imagine like 4K quality though.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, imagine a giant freaking Tyrannosaurus
Yeah, it actually-
Rex just bobbing to the freaking beat.
And it does actually seem like it's still there. It actually feels like it's there in person too. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I saw that visualizer and him play that song at the concert that I went to. And that exact one, man. And yeah, it actually feels like it's actually there. It makes it look 3D to a certain point, and it's he just next level, and every single song has something just that crazy, you know? So
Yeah. And that's one thing I can admire about like his DJ sets, is that he really like makes it a whole show. Like most
really does,
new
yeah.
ar- most new artists I get, you know, they're just starting out and all stuff, so the only thing they can do is just play their music and all stuff. But if you're able to get to that level and you're able to create like a whole visual experience along with the audio and stuff, like that's just next level right there.
Yes, he does really take into consideration that, and no one does it like him, man. Like, honestly. Shit. Okay, well, I got a really good one that I want to jump into right here. I don't know if you've seen the news about our boy Kai Cenat. Do you know Kai Cenat?
Ooh, what?
The streamer Kai Cenat. So he is now the biggest streamer. He has the most subscribers on Twitch. He just hit 100K subscribers on Twitch and did an absolutely bonkers 24-hour live show filled with different skits and amazing stuff. And it's just so awesome to see him in all of his success. This is a guy that used to be on an Aiden Ross streams where he would do eat-ates and stuff like that. And people just loved him. They loved his character. He did so well on the E-dates, and he took that little success that Ableton was able to, or Ableton, what's his name? That Aiden Ross kind of introduced him to his audience and stuff like that for having him on the show, and he just took that and he ran with it. You know what I mean? Like, this dude like streams every single day. He took that little bit of success and absolutely just turned it into such a beaming career, man. This guy, shout out to him. We can read this a little bit.
That is crazy.
Yeah, the Twitch streamer recently crossed past 80K, then 90K subs, and last night he celebrated with friends and family as he hit that 100K subscriber count. And he's actually like at 105 now, but
oh my god.
While many names like XQC, Ninja, and Pokimane as the most popular faces on Twitch, it's pretty clear that Kai is the king of the mountain. Even with the detractors, he continues to climb, and his fans could not be more excited to see his growth. Hold on. Yeah, he did some crazy skits where he had like midget wrestler and he like wrestled them and did stuff like that. I think this was this is the video when he actually went to 100,000. Dancing with all his friends. He threw like a whole party to celebrate this and had like, as you can see, everybody over. Such a crazy moment, man. But yeah, and he did a 24-hour live stream that whole night and had just like some of the craziest stuff, man. Like, I don't know. He did just too much good stuff. Did you catch any of this stream by chance?
Nah, to be honest and everything, I didn't even know about this dude and stuff.
Yeah.
So literally today.
Yeah, like he had the midget wrestler. He had someone come and paint his face. He almost looked like one of the singers from like Kiss. And he did like a rock and roll segment with them. He obviously threw a party with a bunch of his friends. He had like some famous chick rappers. I forget the girl's name. Don't kill me for that. And he just had a ton of really dope segments for 24 hours straight. And I was thinking about it, and like Kai's like someone who he only does that kind of content. He only does skits. I mean, sure, he might play a video game from time to time, but for the most part, almost his whole entire deal is doing like different skits for his audience, and he obviously reacts to stuff like that, but he is so creative, and he just comes up with so many good ideas, and if anyone deserves this, it's definitely him, man. So shout out to Kai for that. Man. Huge shit, bro. No one's doing it like him, and he just took that little bit of fame and ran with it, and now he's the top streamer on Twitch. Shout out to Kai, man.
He's the new name of Twitch now and everything. 2022, he's making a name for himself.
Yeah, have you ever seen any of his content before? Have you heard of him?
I think I probably might have seen like I don't know if, is he on TikTok or something? I'm pretty sure he's on TikTok and stuff. Cause that's probably where
I'm sure he's on. I'm sure there's TikToks of him because he's like obviously.
I think
up
that's
there.
like the one thing I saw him on was like just one tiny TikTok video, and it was like some kind of hype video or something. But it was like something I just swiped up like after 2 seconds and stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you really haven't noticed what he was doing. Yeah, he's a Twitch streamer, so that's what he does. He's like the biggest Twitch streamer now. So and he's been just climbing for a long time. But yeah, when I first found out about him was the E-dates with Aiden. That's when he really shined, and he would win all of them. He came up with the word Riz. Have you heard Riz?
Oh yeah.
He was the one that like adopted. I don't know if he's the one that came up with it, but he's the one that said it a bunch, and now everybody else says it. So he definitely spread that word as being able to like your game.
I know where it comes from now, and that's great.
Yep. So man, shout out to him. That was freaking awesome, and definitely had to mention that because that just happened this week as well. So, and you can also see videos on YouTube, different clips of the 24-hour stream if you want. A lot of crazy stuff, man. So shout out to that, man.
I'll definitely definitely go check him out and everything, see what he's like and stuff, man.
Yeah. You'll like him, man. He's a cool guy.
But yeah. So this is actually one that I actually just want to, well, it's basically like a question for both of us, but it's also a question for like any music producer that's in the audience right now. So So there's one question also because I see this happening a lot in the music producer community where there's like this half of the there's half of the music producers that enjoy the process of making music, but then there's also the other half that just do it just for the money and all that stuff. So my question to you is, what's more important to you as a music producer? Just the money aspect of it, or actually enjoying the process of like creating a song from scratch and all that fucking stuff? Excuse my language.
Yeah, I was wondering what you meant about this because I don't know of anyone who does it just for the money. Now, where are you getting that idea from?
That's just because there's a couple of people that I personally know and everything that I talk to, and they make music too, but they only do it just because, hey, these kind of beats sell and all stuff. So they make that type of beat just for the money and all stuff.
Oh, the genre? Are you talking about the genre?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I thought you just meant making beats in general. But if you're talking about the actual genre, like, yeah, I think we were talking about like trap music last time, and that's what sells right now. So yeah, everybody's making it. For the genre, oh, that completely changes it. I was gonna say, because my answer was, I was gonna say that I don't think anybody successful can do it just for the money. Because if you do it just for the money, you're eventually gonna quit and give up, and you're probably not gonna put as much energy and emotion into the art that as you need to get to that level. You know what I mean? Like they say, never like follow a passion just for the money. That's like, you want to do it because you love it, and the money will come later naturally. You know, you get paid for how much value you put out in the world. So if you do anything for the money, that's not a good idea. But because that's a sure way to quit and end up hating it, or you end up, if you do get to the point where you're making money from it, you're gonna hate your job, just like anybody else that talks about hating their job. But if you're talking about just the genre, then yeah, man, yeah, you're right. I think a lot of the stuff we said last time with like trap music, it just sells, man. That stuff really just sells. Trap and drill seem to be like the biggest ones right now. And yeah, I don't know. It's like, yeah, the thing is, that's what sells, but you don't have to only make that, right? You could make that sort of a music just for selling, and then you could make the music that you love to on the side. But that also starts to get into the topic that we're just talking about, and it starts to become a job, right? So when you love making a type of music, you'll do it just for fun, and that's where you come up with your most creative, best stuff. But as soon as you start making a certain genre just for the money and you don't even enjoy loving it, that's when it becomes like a job, and a job that you don't like. So that's like just a path of, I don't know. And I wonder, yeah, but let's hear your take, and then let me think about this a little more too. Let's hear what do you think about that?
All right, well, one second. Dom in the chat says self-expression is the most important part to me. So basically it's like none of the like, you do enjoy the process and all stuff, Dom, but yeah, mostly it's self-expression. So that's actually dope, man. The process is the most fun and sometimes frustrating, says Turtle Jones and stuff. Yeah, the process is definitely the most fun. I'm actually gonna say that and stuff. For me personally, when I first started, I'm gonna be thoroughly honest and stuff. When I first started, I started making hip hop beats because everyone was telling me around me and stuff, like, yo, like, you should make these beats. You're good at making music and stuff. You should make them for the money and stuff. So I did kind of make it for the money for like the first like couple years and stuff. But it wasn't until I really delved into like the actual like process of like mixing and mastering and actually arranging and all stuff, like really creating like a full complete song that really feels good from scratch. That's when I was like, damn, like, if I was to just work on just beats alone and everything, yeah, and just do it for money, I probably would just quit after like my third year and stuff, because I honestly wasn't really doing much with that and everything. But definitely that's what made me enjoy the process more, was just actually learning the mixing and mastering process, and just how to make beats much more better and sound more lively and everything. So I would say most important to me is definitely the process and stuff. Like, the money, to me, the way I see it is this: the money's gonna come if you put in the good work and stuff. That's the way I see it. So that's the reason why I don't concern myself with the money much. I just enjoy making music for what it is. I would love to freaking get paid at one point for it, but if I don't, hell, I'm still making it because it's fun to do.
Yeah, I think music is the only thing that you can't do for the money. I don't think you can honestly do it for the money. It just doesn't work like that because everybody and their grandmother and their grandmother's cousin is doing music and wants to make money off music. Everybody in the world wants to make money off music. That's not something that you can just get into just to make money. So that'd be a horrible reason to start making music because it's not easy. It does take a long time. And if you don't enjoy making it, you're just going to hate it more than anything else because it is the hardest thing to come up in. It's the hardest thing to get known for. It's the hardest thing to make money off of because it's so popular and oversaturated and everybody wants to do it. So definitely do shoot for that. Like, that's why I say, like, never go for anything where money is the objective. You want to go for something that you can actually do every day, something that you can talk about every day, something that you don't mind doing, and then you just keep doing your thing. Maybe you start a YouTube channel. Maybe you start uploading your beats to BeatStars. But, the ultimate goal should not be doing that. Otherwise, like I've said, it's just, you're just going to end up hating it, man. And it's not easy, so...
Yeah,
not a lot of room. Not a lot of room for people that don't love it. Yeah,
that's why I say, like, when you thoroughly enjoy something, like you love doing that stuff, it never feels like a job and all that stuff. That's why I say, like, if you ever find something in your life and everything, I'll say this to my chat and everything. If you ever find anything in your life that you love the most and everything, and you just cannot like stop doing that thing every day and everything, then that's the freaking occupation for you, bro. Try to make something off of that, man. So definitely just find that one. It doesn't even have to be a passion or something like that. Just something that you do every day that you love doing every day. Like it could be freaking, like I know my friend Amy loves hiking and all stuff, so she likes taking photos from on top of the freaking mountains, and freaking she literally sells those photos to like freaking magazines and shit. It's freaking crazy.
Yep, I agree. 100%. 100%. Money is not my master. Never do anything to serve it. That's good anyways, because that's when you start getting into the evil part of music anyways, like, all the fucked up deals that the rappers get themselves into and all the crazy record labels and stuff, and they want to blow up so bad and they want to make it big, so they don't end up reading over their contract well enough, and they end up getting into these crazy contracts for like a good chunk of their life, and it not ends up being worth it and stuff. So yeah, man, just got to be careful. Take it slow and do it the right way, man. That's for dang sure.
Dom in the chat says, we were actually just talking about this. Dom Rock says, reminds me of Kenny Beatz making EDM for a long time when he hated it and it was just what everyone was telling him to do. Exactly. So we were just talking about like Kenny Beatz, like he started out making, EDM beats and all stuff, and he transitioned to making hip hop beats, and now freaking he's a household name now and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, and the only reason he did the EDM was because he saw it as a fast way to make money. And he hated it. He almost, like, when he talks about it and stuff, you can almost tell it's like he's embarrassed about that part of his life because he doesn't really like that music very much, to be honest. It's kind of funny if you watch him talk about it. It's almost like if you're like, hey, you're from Loud Pack, aren't you? He's like, dude, shut up. No, I'm not. What are you talking about? Like, like it's almost like he's ashamed of that part of himself, which is, they had some pretty good songs. It's not like they were bad, but it's just interesting.
It's just his heart wasn't in it. That's all it was. His heart just wasn't in that and everything. It wasn't until he went off and did his own thing that he was like, you know what, this is what I want to do, and freaking it just blossomed from there.
Yeah. Okay. I got another really good one here. I don't know if anybody's heard of this yet. Let me share my screen really quick.
Yeah, more money, more problems. Exactly, Turtle Jones. Exactly.
Okay. So Kid Cudi's talking about retiring from music. Apparently, he just had an interview with, I believe, what was it, Apple Music? Yeah, Apple Music, Zane Lowe, who does amazing interviews and everything like that. But apparently, he's talking about he's finally going to retire after his next album, Intergalactic. So he's got a new album coming out.
Yeah.
And he's finally hanging up the ropes. So I can read this a little bit and then we can give our take on it. So let's see. In the recent interview with Zane Lowe, Grammy-winning artist Kid Cudi spoke on wanting to apparently close the chapter on Kid Cudi. The 38-year-old wants to put music on the back burner as he discussed not having the desire to release any more albums or go on tour. Here's him. This is a quote from Kid Cudi. He said, "The Kid Cudi stuff, I think I want to put it in the back burner and chill out with that. I think I want to be done with it. I think closing a chapter on Kid Cudi. The goal for Intergalactic, I was bored of making albums, just doing an album, 2 music videos, and that's it. And I was like, man, I went into this wanting to do something epic and different. And now that I've done that, I've made a lot of music, man." So that's what he's saying, man. He also said, "I've said a lot and I have other desires." So, okay, he's thinking about doing other things. "I have other things I want to do." And I bet you he wants to get into acting, because that's something that I see a lot of rappers and artists do, is they get into acting as well. But who knows?
That could be a possibility, yeah.
He said, "And I do not see me never making music. I'll always fuck around with it in the studio or make something here and there. But as far as getting in the studio and working on an album and then going and touring it, I just don't have it in me. I don't have the desire." And this actually kind of gets into what we were just talking about, doing it for the money, right? He's always going to make music because he loves making music. And if you love making music, you're always going to do it no matter the money. But as he's saying, you know, he doesn't have any more inspiration to just go in and try to make a solid piece of work that all works together, because he doesn't have anything to prove anymore. You know what I'm saying? He really doesn't have anything to prove. He's already top of the top. His Man on the Moon, there was another album around that time. Those were just like it just changed everything for music, man. Music just became so amazing after that. And I know like a lot of some of our like favorite artists, like for example, Playboi Carti, he says that one of his greatest inspirations was Kid Cudi. So a lot of the music you hear today was inspired from him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's really that big of a sensation. So he doesn't really have anything else to prove at this point. And I think it totally makes sense, man. Let it rest.
Yeah, and also he even says he doesn't have the desire and all stuff. And like how I was saying, you gotta find that one thing that, you know, just gives you that fire and all stuff. That's what that desire is and all stuff. And since that fire in him is kind of like dwindling and stuff, it's like I don't feel like making an album anymore. Like I still love making music and all stuff, but I don't have that fire anymore to just go like, yeah, I want to make this and all that stuff. He just wants to dabble into other stuff and everything. So, hey, I wish all the best for him though, because he's really put out some really good music and stuff. I mean, his iconic humming, I mean, come on, bro. Like his hums are so iconic, bro. The minute they even come on, you know it's like, oh, he's about to kill this shit.
Mr. Rage. Mr. Rage. Yeah, there's his older stuff is just so great. And that's something you'll see with a lot of artists too, is that like their first couple albums will be the best stuff they ever come out with, because they were super hungry and they would do anything to make it. So the music that they come out with is groundbreaking. It changes the trajectory of music because they really have something to prove. And then you'll notice as they move on through their career, it's not like their music's going to be bad, but it might not be as epic as that because they already have a name, they already have the money, they get comfortable. It's really hard and it's very rare to see artists continually putting out just hits after hits after hits because they do get comfortable. So that's something, is just constantly being able to put yourself out of your comfort zone and really tap into that sense of want and need. And you see a lot of people go to crazy lengths to do that kind of stuff, like trapping them. Like I think what was his name, I forgot his name, but he trapped himself inside of a cabin with like nothing but like minimal food and water for like a couple weeks, and ended up coming up with some crazy stuff. And just forcing yourself to go to these extreme lengths, sometimes it takes that because you get so comfortable. But yeah, man, Kid Cudi, we used to listen to so much Kid Cudi back when I was in high school, middle school type of days. I mean, we would listen to it every day. It was the stuff, dude. It was the best.
Yeah, and to kind of piggyback off of that, one thing that reminds me of is definitely Jay-Z and stuff. Like when Jay-Z's music is still good and all that stuff, but when he first came out, like you could tell, like, oh man, this dude freaking wanted that shit and all that stuff. He freaking he did everything he did everything in his power to get his name out and everything. But as he got the money and all stuff, he started going for like, the more of the club bangers and the radio hits and all that stuff. And then it just kind of like died out a little bit and stuff. The last great album I'll say I listened from him was definitely 444, because that was the album I wanted from him, coming from like a billionaire status and stuff. Because one thing I wanted to hear from him was like, what are some of the problems that you deal with as a billionaire now? Because I already know you got plenty of money because you brag about it in every freaking song and stuff.
Yep.
And everything. But what are some of the issues that you deal with and all that stuff as a billionaire now and everything? What are some of those stuff you have to deal with and everything? And he actually gave me that on 444. Like on the story of OJ, of course, that was talking about, it doesn't matter what skin color you are, you're still labeled as a black person and stuff. But he even said on there, like there was a place that he could have bought for only like $2 million and all that stuff, and he could have refurbished that shit, and that could have been $25 million today and all that stuff. But he didn't go on that, and because of that, he feels dumb because that could have been another property, that could have been another asset for him and stuff. I was like, see, that's what I want to hear from Jay-Z right there. Those are some billionaire problems.
Yeah, no one can relate to that though, except for him. So.
Yeah, I feel that, but that's what I wanted from him.
Interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah.
But,
what were you gonna say?
One thing I wanted to talk about was what was one music making technique that changed the way you made beats like forever and stuff? Like,
yeah, why don't you go first this time?
Well, definitely for me, I'll say without a shadow of a doubt, it was sound designing and stuff. Because before I would just be using like random presets and all that stuff, which of course, there's nothing wrong with using presets. You go and do whatever you want if you make music however you want. But definitely learning how to like sound design my own sounds from the ground up definitely helped my composition and making the sound more like me and stuff, instead of it just sounding like, oh, I just pulled it from a freaking bank and all that stuff and everything. So definitely that would be my music making technique for real.
Okay. That was so that was the so designing music. And what is your, if you could only have one plugin, would it be Serum?
Yeah, I'd definitely take that over anything. Just because
yeah, that's what I've heard from other people too. Yeah, everyone says that. So it is the way to go. And I have made a couple things in Serum, and I gotta say, dude, it's just like, it's so user friendly too. It's just like you can sit there and watch a couple tutorials, and then you know your way around it. But then you gotta learn about the actual sounds and how to make them. It's not just Serum itself. Yeah. But yeah, dude, Serum is fire. The thing Oh, go ahead.
I've definitely been loving, excuse me. I've definitely been loving Faceplant also and everything from Kilohertz and stuff. That's definitely been going into my repertoire lately, but definitely if I had to choose just one plugin, it would definitely be Serum and stuff.
Okay. The thing that helped me get better at making music was trying to recreate your favorite songs from scratch. So that's just the best way to get better at music in general, or at least for making beats. So you can find like your favorite beat, your favorite song, and just keep listening to the different parts of it over and over again and start building it out, right? So first you could start with the snare, because that's pretty easy. Then you might be able to do the hi-hats, the different percussion. Then you can try to figure out the 808s. You can figure out what scale the beat's in, what the tempo is. You can Google search all of that stuff online super easily, and then you can just try to recreate it from scratch. You can also match the levels. So you can say, how loud is the hi-hat compared to the snare? And how loud are the 808s? And you do all that stuff, and you get it together, and you start to recognize, you start to make connections in your brain. Your brain's like, okay, these things work really well together. These samples worked well together. These drum sounds sound good together. These levels are good. The snare should always be a little bit lower than the hi-hats, but higher than the percussion or whatever. You start to make all these different connections, and that starts to help you make your own, because you're also writing the patterns, because you got to do the pattern from scratch too. So you're starting to see what patterns work really well in beats. how the artist can fit on this type of beat, how you can make a beat and leave enough room for the artist, but also have enough that the beat is fire and stands on its own. So once you start doing that, you start to learn and unlock so much stuff in your head about making beats, and then you can just apply that to your next beat, and now you're making beats way better than you were before. So that was the thing that always leveled me up the fastest when I wanted to learn how to make beats, and especially for beginners, that is necessary, because especially when I started making beats, the one thing that I struggled with was the patterns, you know? Not usually, not the mix so much. The mix came later, but the first thing was just getting the right patterns down, and that is just extremely helpful for doing that.
Nice, man. Dom Rock says, warming up before singing made my vocal recordings 10 times better. Hey, that's dope, man. So that's your music making technique, is just by actually warming up your vocals and stuff. So that's awesome, man. I'm pretty sure before you probably didn't warm up your vocals. It probably sounded all raspy and all that stuff when you first did. It's like,
Yeah, that's necessary. And like, yeah, depending on, I don't know what kind of singing he does or whatever he does, but there's like certain exercises you can do to like open up your breathing ways larger, you know what I mean? And when you like hum like and stuff like that, you can actually make your voice sound deeper by doing things like that. So there's different exercises you can do to make your voice sound deeper, to allow oxygen to get in your lungs easier, and all sorts of stuff like that. So that's super important, man. Big time.
Yeah. So definitely, I would say I've actually been starting to dabble into that myself, you know, actually like seeing like how other beats are made and all that stuff, and just kind of like going off of that like as a template and everything. It's like, all right, so this is why this hi-hat works and everything, so I could try that out and everything. Or the sound selection on this and all stuff is actually like a little bit ominous and all stuff. So all right, on this beat, I could try and make it like an ominous kind of sounding beat and everything and stuff. So definitely, I've been trying to do that a lot more. Turtle Jones says some say learning guitar by ear is better than having tabs and sheet music. I don't know. I've never tried that. I've been doing it by tabs and sheet music ever since I was in school and stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't really know that.
Yeah, I know there's like guitar tabs or whatever that you can find online, and they have like guitar tabs for like every single song. Well, at least like almost all of them. Probably the new ones aren't there yet, but I remember in school just people always talking about guitar tabs. You can learn how to play any song, and regardless if you play the guitar or another instrument, if you know how to read the guitar tabs, you can figure it out like on a piano, or you can figure it out on a trumpet or something like that. You just have to understand how the notes work with each other. And yeah, man, that was so huge back when they first I don't know if that's when they first came out, but when they first started getting popular in my schools and stuff like that, everybody was like, guitar tabs this, guitar tabs that. So
yeah,
that stuff's extremely important. If you know how to read music, man, that's a gift right there, man. Doesn't matter what instrument it is, you can translate that over to other instruments as well.
Heck yeah, man. Dom says it's for sure better to learn by ear, but you need a good bass or you can learn it wrong. But tabs are also often wrong and stuff. So, all right. Yeah. That's a good point, Dom.
You have to train your ears as well, because that's not something you can just like, you can't, like if you're new to making beats, you're not going to be able to use your ears. That took me years, because like nowadays, now that I've done it a million times, I can tell like what 808 notes are in the sample without having to like use a plugin to tell me how to do it. You know what I mean? I can like plug in the 808s and I can hear if it's off or on. I don't even have to go up a couple. I used to have to go up a couple octaves with my 808s to figure it out. Now I can do it right in line. I can tell exactly what note and what note and like what octave it's in as well. Not just by hearing it, but like after trying it out, because I've gotten my ears to that level. But yeah, that takes a lot of time to train your ears. Heck
yeah, man. So all you people thinking it's gonna take you only like a month or two and all stuff. Oh yeah, I could get this done. And nah, like it's gonna take you possibly like a good 4 to 5 years and everything of good training and all that stuff in order for you to really get it down perfect.
Yep. And the best thing you can do is just try your best, try to guess what it is, and then use one of those plugins to kind of tell you what the notes are, and then you compare it against your results. And that's how you do it the best, I think. So exactly. But did you see what Lil Baby was messaging, or he tweeted about?
Nah, and I actually follow this guy, so I don't know. I didn't see
On
this
Twitter?
one. Yeah, on Twitter.
Wow.
I don't know
Well,
why I
guess
didn't see
what?
this.
In the same day, on September 29th, was just a couple days ago, he said, listening to Unheard
Oh,
Juice,
Lil
Fire Go
Bibby, and
almost
also
3 years later, and he's still the hardest out. And then he says October, dot, 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 dot. So that means that we're probably going to get some new Juice in October. And I'm excited about that because Juice WRLD is one of my top artists, one of my favorite, and always look forward to hearing more music from him. So, guys, what is it? Isn't it October right now? Yeah, so that's funny
I'm
that
not
he
gonna-
said October on the 29th, which was almost October already. So I'm guessing it's going to be maybe towards the middle or end of it. So a couple weeks and we're going to have some new Juice.
Wow, man. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you said Lil Baby and all that stuff, but it was Lil Bibby and stuff. I was like, nah, okay. But yeah, that's dope, man. Friend, yeah,
Yep.
definitely RIP to Juice WRLD, man. Because I actually recently got into his music very recently, like 2 years ago and stuff, and I definitely was like, yeah. Now I can see why a lot of people mess around with this guy, man. Like he's a really cool artist, man.
Yeah. And I wasn't sure when we were going to see some new music because if you remember, I don't know if you remember all the Ali Lodi allegations and everything like that, which was his girlfriend. She like said some really cryptic stuff on a message that got leaked to everybody. She was saying things like, if people knew what happened the day before Juice died, blah, blah, blah. And she was really cryptic and she said like, Juice would never treat his fans like this and make them wait for music. And then she said, they tried their hardest to make sure I wasn't going to be here anymore. She's like saying that the record label was trying to have her killed or some crazy shit like that. And then like right around all these allegations and stuff happened, I remember Bibby was tweeting about it too. And Bibby was like, this is just too much to bear with right now. There's no way I'm going to be able to like, because to go through this, they have to go through all of Juice's files and they have to find people to master and mix it and finish these things off. So he was saying that he was like going through a hard time, especially dealing with these allegations, and it was going to be a while before we heard anything. So after all that, to see that now he's coming out with some new stuff soon, I'm excited, man. I'm ready for it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be cool to pretty much see what else he had in the vault and stuff, man. Because I know a lot of these artists that recently passed and stuff. They've been making a lot of music and stuff, and they're all just like sitting in that hard drive, just waiting to be messed around with and stuff.
Yep. And he freestyled for 10 hours. Yeah, he had some of the best freestyles that you can find on YouTube from Juice WRLD. And, he'll do it for like an hour straight. Maybe there was even a 1 hour, he said. Yep, I was going to say, I remember seeing the video for like an hour straight. But he could like freestyle nonstop. And that was one thing that really separated him from everyone else, was his ability to freestyle so well. And I believe all of his songs, I think he said all of his songs were freestyled. So he would go in the booth, he would punch in one line, and then he would do it line by line by freestyling the whole thing. And he was the one that talked about that. And he may have been the one to kind of start or make that so popular, because now I see a lot of other artists doing that same thing. But I remember like he was the one that really made it popular, and everyone was like so amazed that he did it and all this stuff. And yeah, man, I mean, you look up his freestyles. If you haven't seen any before, you're going to be definitely impressed. Have you seen any of them?
I think I've only seen like 2 of them and stuff, so I haven't seen all of them. But yeah, the 2 that I did see and everything, they were really good.
Yeah. Yeah, they're next level, that's for sure, man. So.
But yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely I'll have to check out the other ones as well. But I would say for my final topic that I honestly wanted to ask and everything, this could go for anyone in the chat as well and everything.
Yeah, let us know.
If there is one thing that you know now as a music producer, now like with all the stuff you know now and everything you've been through, what's the one thing that you could go back and tell your younger self from years ago, like possibly like 5, 6, or even 10 years ago and everything? Me, I've been doing this for like 10 plus years. So what would be one thing that you'd want to tell your younger producer and all stuff that you learned and all stuff after all these years?
That's a good one. Why don't you go first? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely me personally. because I've been through like so many ups and downs, like, you know, I first started making music for money and all that stuff, and that kind of like led me down one path and stuff, and then I ended up just trusting the process from there and stuff, and it uh led me on this journey now and everything to where I am now and everything. So if there was one thing, if there's one thing I could definitely tell my younger self is don't worry too much about the technical stuff and everything, because when I was younger I worried way too much about like the technical stuff, like it had to freaking sound this loud, it had to freaking sound good like this, or like the mixing had to be perfect and all stuff. Like I basically became like a perfectionist and all that stuff, and it really slowed my progress and stuff. Like I bet you if I didn't obsess over all the technicalities like at the start and stuff, then I probably would have made a whole lot more music and stuff, and I would have had a whole lot more fun during that time and everything. Like right now, I'm having a ball because now I'm thoroughly trusting the process, and every day's a new day in the studio and stuff. But
Man.
definitely, definitely, I would definitely tell myself that and everything. Just don't focus so much on the technicalities. Just focus on making a good song and everything. Focus on composition, focus on arrangement, focus on sound selection and stuff, and you'll be fine and everything for the good part. And then mixing and mastering, that can come later, and also when you actually like want to master that and stuff. But I want to like try to master all the technicalities at first, and that just really slowed me down and stuff. So that would be mine.
Yeah, and mine's very similar to that too. And Woody Beatz says just not to overthink it. And I was saying, yeah, I got my sign over here. This is actually a Kenny Beats limited release. He only made like 200 of these.
Ooh,
And it's
I was
because his
wondering
brand
what
is
that
Dots,
was.
which is don't overthink shit. So I got that over there to remind me of that, not to overthink shit.
Nice.
My favorite neon light, and my only neon light. But yeah, I would have to say pretty much the same thing. What I did is I focused on like trying to get my 808s. You know how the trap beat like spins 808 fuzzy distortion sort of sound that everybody absolutely loved.
Yep.
It was really easy to do it in FL Studio, but I could not for the life of me figure out how to do it in Ableton, how to get it to sound how I wanted. And there was like multiple nights where I would stay up like all night until like early in the morning, sitting there just tweaking it, trying to get it to sound right. And it drove me crazy, man. It drove me literally crazy.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it to be there. There was nobody making Ableton tutorials that was doing like stuff like that. Like there was people
Yeah.
like Reed Stefan, but they never had that sound that I was looking for.
Oh,
Like the puppet dude.
realest
There was no one that
puppet.
really had that sound that I was trying to get, which was like everybody in FL Studio knew exactly how to do it with the Fruity Soft Clipper and stuff like that. So that was something that I spent tons of nights just trying to figure it out. And really, I'm doing the same thing that I started doing from day one. It's like, yeah, you put a soft clipper on there, but it's all about your mix. It's all about the level of the 808. The leveling is everything. It's not like some secret plugin that you need. It's not like some secret like tweak or something you have to need. And I remember downloading a bunch of different clippers and different plugins. I thought I needed a different clipper that had a different sound. And there was like, I just went through this whole process of like trying everything. And while I was doing that, instead of doing that, I could have just been making more and more beats and getting better at it and training my ears better, because getting that sound right away is going to be hard to do when you're a beginner. You need to make a million beats first, and then that sound's going to come naturally through mixing. So it's not like there's this one thing you don't know how to do. It's like everybody's always searching for the one thing in music. What is the one thing that I'm missing that the pro has that I don't know how to do? There isn't. It's literally just experience. I'll say that a million times. The only thing you're missing is just experience. Just keep making beats, just keep making your favorite music, and eventually it will all come down to it. And if you're sitting there trying to focus on one thing too much, like we were saying, it kind of takes the fun out of the whole process, because you can't figure it out and you're sitting there trying to do it. It's just like you're not ready to have that sound yet. You just got to keep making beats and you will get there.
Exactly. Like that. You honestly couldn't have said it better you couldn't have said it better than that, man. Definitely freaking all that separates you from the pros is experience. That's all it is. and
Yeah.
Stuff. Like they basically they put in more hours doing this every day than probably you probably do and stuff. All you gotta do is put in the same amount of hours and freaking you'll achieve it.
And it's going to take a different amount of time for everybody too, you know? Like someone might be able to do it in a month, someone else it might take years. It really all depends, but just have fun with it is the most important thing. And Asterix Music says, I would tell myself to focus more on songwriting and singing. Definitely. That's huge. And then Woody Beatz says, getting the idea out of your head is always good, even if it doesn't sound perfect. 100% too. Yeah, get it down as fast as you can so that you don't lose anything.
Shout out to Woody Beatz for that, man. That's a good one, definitely. Turtle Jones says one thing he would tell his younger self is record everything. So I guess you could pretty much you could
Same
use
thing.
anything and all stuff like ambience. You could use it for ambience and all fucking stuff. Or even I've even seen people use their seen people make shakers out of like their own keys and all stuff, or even like percussive sounds out of it and all stuff. I'm like, dang, okay, this is cool.
Yeah, you know what I have is like this little microphone right here, which is a Shure microphone, and it plugs into the bottom of an iPhone. So you got like a professional sounding microphone on that you can plug into your phone. And so you can record Foley, you can record percussion, you can record and get a really good level from this tiny little mic. It's not going to be as good as like a $500, $1,000 microphone, but it does a damn good job. It's a Shure I think it's like MV88 if anyone's interested. I think it's like $100, but it plugs right into your iPhone right there. That's probably not going to focus on it, but yeah, it sticks right up in your iPhone, and there's an app you install, and then you can set it all up, and you can get goated.
Nice.
I don't use it enough. I need to use it more, but I do use it when I'm making sounds for drum kits. I use it all the time.
Nice, man. Dom says, for his young self, I would tell myself, don't put too many layers in your beats. That's another good one, and also because I see a lot of people put like too many layers and everything, and it just sounds like the beat's just everywhere and everything. Like there's no rhythm or anything. It's just freaking
makes it harder to mix.
Nothing but
when there's too much stuff.
It's like, yo, like what is this?
Yeah. Another thing would be like
that many layers.
Another thing is like that I would tell myself is like, well, this was at the really beginning stages. I learned this pretty quick on, but like not over processing your sounds, right? Most sounds sound good right out of the box. You don't need to add compressors and limiters and saturators and a million things you just really need to take it. You just need to put it into a MIDI track or whatever it's called on FL, and then just get the level right, and it's pretty much solid. And then from there, if you want to tweak it a little bit, you can tweak it a little bit, but don't go too crazy, you know?
Yeah, that's one thing about these new sample packs and stuff is that a lot of the sounds are already processed for you and all stuff, so you really don't need to do much and everything. You just go ahead and play around with them and stuff. That's literally what they're made for.
Yeah, exactly, man. All right, I got one more silly one. I was only going to talk about it if we had time, but we have time.
All right, cool.
All right, let's do this. Let's see. Let me share my screen really quick. Okay. So Iggy Azalea just gifted Tory Lanez a new cake to celebrate his new album release. And I didn't even realize she and Cardi split up. But here's what the cake looks like. It's like one of these cakes, you've probably seen these around, where they look like it's an actual item. It's a thing of wine.
Okay, that's cool.
And this is Tori, he's calling her baby girl, so they're definitely together. They're like, it's not just a fling, they're actually dating. But I saw this and I was like, that cake is awesome. And I also didn't realize that Tori was with her. It seems like Tory Lanez, it seems like he's with everybody's girl, dude. He's with a different girl like every month, man. Tory Lanez is the biggest player in all of rap. I swear to God, dude. He's with all the hot girls. He really is.
For real, bro. He really is like the player of all hip hop.
He is.
Thing. Like one minute he could be with one great like freaking French singer or something like that, and the next thing you know he's with Iggy Azalea and everything. It's like, wait a minute. Like, what happened to the other girl? I was like, oh yeah, that was just when I'm over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. He is the ultimate player, and people in those comment section were like, oh yeah, he wants to be like Cardi so bad, and you know, he wishes he was Cardi and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, are you saying right now that you wouldn't hook up with Iggy Azalea if you could? He's not trying to be like Cardi, bro. He's trying to get some box. He's trying to hit that shit, man. He wants his turn.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to get their turn, bro. It's just now she's single, and so is he, and single time to mingle, bro. It's not that he's trying to be Cardi. His music sounds nothing like Cardi's. He's a singer, bro. He does a little bit of rap, but he also does mostly singing. His most popular stuff is singing, so it's just funny that people always say that. There's so many Cardi dick riders out there that they'll say anything like, Cardi's better, Cardi this, Cardi that. It's like, dude, why don't you jerk off to Cardi, you weird-ass motherfucker? But yeah, dude. I like Tory Lanez personally. I think he's a really cool guy. He's got a good personality, and his music's pretty fire as well, so.
Yeah, like, his music's definitely all right with me and stuff. Like, if it actually came on, like, at a party and everything, and freaking, I wouldn't be mad and stuff. I'd be vibing and stuff.
Yeah.
It's definitely not music I would personally want to listen to, like, 24/7, but if it's in a good environment and stuff, I would definitely listen to it.
Mm-hmm. Have you heard a lot of his music?
Just most of the stuff that came on the radio, mostly. But I didn't, like, delve into any of his, like, projects.
Interesting. That's actually really interesting. So you listen to I haven't listened to the radio, dude, in probably 8 years.
Well, I honestly freaking I try not to freaking listen to the radio. It's just sometimes and everything. That's like the only thing playing in the freaking office at the moment and stuff.
That's a good topic too, though. Like radio versus not radio. So you said you listened to it in the office. Tell me about that.
Yeah, because I work at a freaking mail sorting place and stuff. So freaking,
Gotcha.
Like they play like a variety of freaking music. Like sometimes in the morning and everything, they'll play like the soft rock music and everything, and then right around like lunchtime, they'll throw on some rap and everything to get people motivated to get through the end of the day and all that stuff and everything.
Cool. Okay.
And
yeah.
Sometimes some of his music will be playing on that. Me personally, like when it comes to certain music. When it comes to certain music and everything, I just put my freaking earbuds in. And I'm like, all right, I'll put on an album I want to listen to and stuff.
Right. Yeah, I don't blame you at all. Because sometimes I'm guessing they play like the popular today's greatest hits or whatever, and he makes songs that are appropriate for that genre. But like some of the stuff we listen to, you're never gonna hear that on the radio, you know. But yeah, that's interesting. I haven't heard the radio in so long because in my car, since I've gotten this new car. It's got like a Bluetooth stereo or whatever, so I can just plug in my phone. I literally only listen to like what I want to, and it's been like that for like 8 years or something. It's been like that since I was in college. I've had the same car, so I haven't literally even heard the radio in so long. It's actually funny that you said that. I was like, wow, people actually still listen to the radio. No kidding.
Me personally, I don't intentionally want to listen to it. It's just there and stuff. That's what.
Yeah, it's at your job. It's gotta.
Yeah. But if it was my choice and everything, if I wanted to freaking bump some stuff, I'd freaking put on a Bluetooth speaker and everything, and I'd bump the shit I'm bumping right now.
Yeah, Asterisk says, dang, I can't remember the last time I listened to the radio. I only listened to streaming more than 10 years. I say 8 years, but I can't remember it's somewhere around there. It might even be longer, but yeah, just streaming off like YouTube or SoundCloud or whatever app I have, Pandora. I don't really use Spotify myself, even though I should, because it's probably the best one, but I just haven't paid for it yet. But yeah, like it's been streaming music for as long as I can remember, man. It's been a long time.
Hell yeah, man. Hell, I've been streaming music for a while myself and everything. I've been doing it ever since they started the whole streaming thing and stuff.
I definitely think there's a benefit to listening to the radio and stuff like that because you're able to hear like the most popular songs, like the ones you wouldn't even listen to, right? Like the pop genres and stuff like that. So it's going to give you more of an understanding of like what's hot right now versus me. I'm only going to listen to streaming. So it's only rap or it's like dubstep or it's like old 90s music. I don't hear anything that's new and popping, you know, because I don't listen to that. Yeah. So it definitely has its positives for that reason. So you're gonna know songs that I've never heard before, and you're like, wait, what? This is the most popular song right now, and I'd be like, I don't listen to that genre, I guess, shit, you know. So it does, and you get to hear like the newest sounds, right? All the new pop sounds and stuff like that. So, it's interesting. You do get that part of it.
So yeah, I guess I never really looked at it like that. Like that actually kind of
Yeah.
adds a little bit of versatility to it.
It does, man. It's different.
Oh yeah, well, that's pretty much what I want to discuss today. You got anything else?
Same here, man. That was fire. Yeah, we got
Oh
through all of them. That
yeah.
was some good stuff, and I like that we're staying consistent with this too. So this is the fourth one with this. We've done 4 of them already. Like that's a month of them. So that's pretty good. This is the 4th one,
Nice.
and we'll keep doing these because people are eating them up. I have like 90 something followers on the new channel, which is awesome that it was that fast.
All right.
So and
Already freaking growing.
our last stream has 50, a little bit over 50 views already. So that's like more than half of the subscribers are watching that. So it's doing really well. So we're definitely going to continue doing these. And yeah, I always enjoy them. So
Oh yeah, I enjoy these as well and stuff. Just because it's always great to get different perspectives from all different kinds of music producers and stuff. Even if it's
Facts.
just from the two of us and everything. Just anyone that comes through the chat and all stuff, they're more than welcome to jump in and just give their 2 cents on it. So it's a lot of fun, man.
yeah, we could even do like a show down the future where we let like the chat comments, like anybody that's watching, like come in and give their 2 cents or ask questions or things like that too. So that's definitely something we'll keep in mind as we go forward as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I appreciate that, Joey Smokes, man. He said, respect y'all. That's what's up. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
But-
appreciate it, man.
But all right, man. Yeah, I guess I'll catch you next time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you again next weekend. If I don't talk to you before then, I'm sure I will though. But
Heck yeah, freaking appreciate everyone that showed up to the podcast and stuff. If you, anyone in my chat, once again, if you'd like to subscribe to Fearless Beats here and get, watch some of his tutorials as well as subscribe to the second YouTube to get notified of all the live streams, definitely go check the links in the description. There's also a link to his IG as well as his SoundCloud to actually check out his music as well as some other stuff he does. So definitely go and subscribe to him and give him a follow, and we'll definitely catch you guys on the next one.
yeah, same with Kablam. His info is in the description of the video below, and make sure to also, yeah, like Joey Smoke says, hit the like button for us. I think you're on YouTube right now, right? Or are you Twitch?
Oh yeah, I'm on YouTube right now.
Okay, yeah, so hit the like button on both of our videos. That will definitely help the videos get through so more people can find them and they can join the fun, man. It's only going to get bigger from here on. So,
Heck
yeah, we
especially
appreciate
if
everybody
you're a
for coming and
music
hanging out
producer.
with us.
Yeah, especially if you're a music producer, you're definitely gonna love this podcast later on in the future. We're gonna have a lot of good hot takes and stuff, as well as freaking hell. Even the chat could get involved if they want to have like an unpopular opinion or something like that. Freaking that would also be really fun to enjoy as well. But
Yeah,
we'll
man.
definitely set it up in the future.
Lots of possibilities, man. But all right, enjoy your day, man, and I will catch you again real soon.
Oh yeah, you as well, man. Peace out.
All right, peace. All right, everybody, appreciate y'all for coming through. Make sure to hit that like button if you can. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are going to be doing these every single week, unless something comes up. But yeah, we're going to stick to this time as well, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays. That's where we're going to be hosting these podcasts, and we're also going to be doing things like beat critiques, maybe some beat battles, some live cook-ups, and some other things like that as well in the future. So appreciate y'all for coming through and hanging out. And yeah, everybody enjoy your freaking weekends, enjoy your night. And yeah, we are going to catch all of y'all again real soon. Peace out, fam. Damn is right. Enjoy it.